야, 저 데크 쪽으로 좀 이쪽으로 끌어줘.
아, 가만히 있어봐요. 정국아,
응?
도와줘.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel, a place where every smile, every moment, and every small gesture between Jimin and Jungkook becomes a never-ending love story. Today, the ARMY world was once again rocked by a moment that made our hearts flutter and smile at the same time. A tender, honest, and warm confession from two people who always speak through their feelings, not words. Yes, Jimin and Jungkook, whom we've known for a long time to be so close, finally, without realizing it, revealed something that had been a sweet secret in the hearts of their fans. They slept together. It all started with a simple moment. Jungkook was telling a story, perhaps unaware that his small words would touch the hearts of millions of ARMYs worldwide. With his usual casualness, he said, "I woke up, and Jimin Hyung was there." There was no exaggerated expression, no attempt to hide. Just honest words that came out naturally, yet filled with meaning. And when a small smile appeared on his face afterward, the ARMY world knew this wasn't just a coincidence. Jimin's reaction, as usual, was a mix of shyness and happiness. He laughed softly, looked down and smiled, letting it say more than anything he could have said. There was no denial, no explanation, just a gentle frown that seemed to say, "Yeah, that's just how we are." It was as if, in that small moment, they had both said so much without needing a single word. ARMYs who have followed their journey for so long know that this isn't entirely surprising. Their closeness has existed since BTS's inception. From their struggling days in a small dorm, to now, as global superstars, Jimin and Jungkook have always seemed to complement each other. The energetic and spontaneous Jungkook, and the gentle and caring Jimin, two contrasting personalities who somehow always found common ground amidst their busy lives. Perhaps that night they were both exhausted after a long practice. Jungkook, as always, sought comfort in the presence of the person who always made him feel safe. And Jimin, with his big heart, never refused when Jungkook came to rest around him. They talked for a while, maybe laughed a little before falling asleep, and that morning, Jungkook opened his eyes only to realize he'd woken up on top of Jimin. Not with any humorous intent, but simply because the closeness had become a natural habit between them. To an outsider, it might have been just a funny moment to laugh at. But to ARMY, it was a slice of true love, simple yet profound. Because to sleep beside someone, you have to trust them completely. You have to feel safe, comfortable, and at peace. And for Jungkook, Jimin was all of that. He was his home, a place where he could be himself without any burdens. We all know how much Jimin means to Jungkook. Jungkook has repeatedly mentioned that Jimin is the one who always takes care of him, calms him, and understands him even without words. And on the other hand, Jimin always looks at Jungkook with pride, like someone watching the most precious person in his life grow and shine. Their relationship was never just a simple friendship. There was something there, something tender, deep, and irreplaceable. Seeing moments like this brings back so many memories of their past. When they fell asleep on the couch during rehearsal breaks, when Jungkook didn't hesitate to hold Jimin's hand backstage, or when Jimin instinctively made sure Jungkook ate properly. All those small moments are now like puzzle pieces that slowly form a complete picture. A relationship between two people who have found a home in each other. And now they no longer try to hide it. Jungkook no longer seems awkward when saying Jimin's name, and Jimin no longer hides his smile when Jungkook compliments him. They have grown together, overcome hardships, and learned that their closeness isn't something to be feared, but rather something to be cherished. When ARMY heard that small confession, the internet exploded. Social media was filled with video edits, loving comments, and posts from fans who couldn't hide their joy. Some laughed with excitement, others were moved, and still others simply wrote, "They were meant to be," and somehow that sentence felt so true. Because love doesn't always need words. Sometimes love just requires small acts like letting someone fall asleep beside you, or smiling softly when you see they're still there when you wake up. It's not a big thing, but two people who have been through so much together mean everything. For Jimin and Jungkook, their relationship is perhaps something only the two of them truly understand. The world can guess, people can speculate, but they know what they truly feel. And that's what makes their relationship feel so genuine. There's no show, no acting, just two people understanding each other behind all the stage lights and cameras.
사실 저희가
목이 맨다 목이 맨.
Now, after all those moments have been revealed, armies don't see them as just another Jikook moment. More than that, it's proof that they've become an integral part of each other, not just in their careers, but in their personal lives as well. While they may never say exactly what their relationship is, we can all feel it. Every time Jungkook looks at Jimin with loving eyes, every time Jimin gently touches Jungkook's arm, we know it's not just a habit. It's a love that's growing in a subtle, natural way. They don't need to express it, because their love is so evident in every small interaction. Think of that morning again. Jungkook opened his eyes, looked at Jimin's peaceful, sleeping face, and smiled a little. Perhaps in his heart, he whispered, "Thank you for always being here." And Jimin, even in his sleep, could probably feel it too. There was silence, but also warmth. And that's where love lived, silent, but real. Their relationship wasn't just a fan service story or a fan's illusion. This was two people growing together, supporting each other, and finding parts of themselves in each other. And perhaps that's why, every time we see them, our hearts smile. Because they remind us that true love isn't always loud or dramatic. Sometimes true love is just quiet, gentle, and understanding, like the way Jungkook looks at Jimin every time he laughs. And no matter who they are, one thing is certain. Jimin and Jungkook have a bond that can never be broken by time. A relationship born of trust, grown with love, and endured by sincerity. And perhaps, of all the moments they've ever shared, that small moment of them sleeping together is the most tangible symbol of their simple yet profound love. So, to all the armies out there smiling while reading or watching this, the noise true love doesn't always need to be announced. Sometimes, it simply lives in the silence of two hearts understanding each other. And Jimin and Jungkook, in all their simplicity, have shown us how beautiful love can be without words. Thank you for watching Jikook Diaries today. If this story warmed your heart, don't forget to leave it in the comments and share your thoughts on this sweet moment between Jimin and Jungkook. Did their reminder realize how deep their connection seemed to us? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss the next story about two souls who always manage to make the world feel softer, Jimin and Jungkook. See you in the next episode, where we'll dive back into love, laughter, and all the little things that make Jikook so special. Until then, keep your hearts warm, and as always, keep believing in the magic of Jikook.